evening. It's often been asked of me whether I could do a purposeful guitar lesson in 5 minutes. I'm going to try and sort of bullet point, talk very fast. It's going to be very interesting. Rule 1, get rid of your hat. Now, buying a steel string acoustic guitar, you go into a shop, you've done a bit of research first. Best to look for one with a solid wood top. A lot of them are made in the Far East now. Solid wood top like this, spruce, cedar. Solid wood top will do it. The wood will mature and give you a better sound as time goes by. Don't be persuaded too much by what they say in the shop. Take the guitar and have a look down the neck like that, just to see that the neck's straight. Okay? It'll have some strings on it. Play a string like that and listen. Listen to the note, listen to the tone. And then at the 12th fret there, which is a full octave of that very note, there's that note there. Just wait for that note to resonate and if they sound the same, you know the guitar's kind of on the right track, as it were. Sometimes you'll need it set up. You'll need the action, that's the distance between the strings and the fretboard. You'll need that probably no more than a couple of millimeters, okay, to facilitate eventually playing bar chords and such like. Okay, so you got the guitar, you want to tune the damn thing up. Find an instrument that you can't tune straight away, like a piano or something, and then take an E note on the piano, a low E, and tune your string to that low E. Okay, then you'll know that the guitar is actually tuned, right, from the internet, from books or whatever, E, A, D, G, B, E. Now if you get yourself a fret chart, that's almost a replica of the neck with all the notes on, you'll find that you can use the system of 5, 5, 5, 4, 5 to actually tune the guitar. And what you're looking for with each string as you go along is actually this. So the notes are replicated as you go along. So you get your guitar in tune, you're home, you're happy. What do I do now? Well, the first thing you need to do is to practice playing scales, major scales. So you start with a C scale. You're actually looking to keep position, because position is everything in the guitar. So many players don't progress because they run out of position. Okay, so you need to think about position. The positional rule of thumb is that there's a finger for every fret as you go, yeah? And then once you're out of that position, you think in blocks. Okay, so you start by practicing a C major scale. You could replicate that, or someone could replicate that on the piano. And what you're doing is you take a plectrum in your right hand or your picking hand, and then you're doing this. And you notice I'm going up and down. So I'm developing the up and down strokes of technique, of picking hand technique, which will enable me in due course to actually do this sort of stuff if I need to. Okay, so you learn all the basic major scales like that to develop that side of your technique. Always bearing in mind position. Position is everything. Okay. Then, accompanying those scales, you need to learn the chords, the harmonised chords that will emanate from each note. So in the C's instance, there's the root note, the bottom note of C. Then you learn the chord of C major. That's called the tonic chord. Now you need to do this in every single key. Once you've learned that, think in blocks of 4 and just take a plectrum and just go. Virtually any song you want to sing may come into your head. When I find myself at the thought of you. But think in blocks of 4. Most modern music is in blocks of 4. Okay, so you've done that. Learn all the chords. So you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. And then the chords that go with it. Okay, so you're there like that. And you learn those in all the keys. Once you've done that, you have this working knowledge of the Do, Re, Mi diatonic Western system. Okay. Following that, learn a little bit of finger picking by going on a root note, say on the chord of G, which you will have learned, and use it the way you see a set of strings 6 5 4 3 2 1, 6 3 4 2, 6 3 4 2, which will give you a pattern pick. And where the root note's on the A string, say with A minor, it's 5 3 4 2, 5 3 4 2, 5 3 4 2, 5 3 4 2, and where it's on the D, 4 2 3 1, 4 2 3 1, 4 2 3 1, 4 2 3 1. So there you go, a little bit of basic stuff. I hope I've covered as much as I can. What happens then is the hat goes back on. A lot of it will be down to you. A lot of guitar playing is subjective. Play all the time, noodle, enjoy yourself, but bear in mind, position is everything.